with Done by Dorothy, and we are here for, yes, day 24 of our 25 days of Christmas ephemera, where we're giving away free digital images every day for 25 days. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Links to the images, links to the Facebook group, the Etsy store, how to contact me, everything are in the description box below. So, thanks for tuning in today. We're going to go get with it and get this done. We're so excited. It's day 24. And these are our images today. We have that cute little image with a little poem and this cute little image with a little baby. So let me put this to the side. And here are two images. And I just cut them around the box. Now these you can adhere as flat pages if you want to. I am choosing to cut around them. And we're going to create two giant journaling spots with fibers to put in our book. So here we go. So first thing, we're just going to cut around the box on each one. It's hard to believe we're on day 24, but yes, we are moving right along. I'm so excited. Almost to the point of where we're going to put the journal together. It's going to be so exciting. One. Let's go ahead and cut both of them out while we're cutting, and that saves us having to put our scissors up and get our scissors out. I want to thank each and every person who has been along for every single step of the ride, those who have posted, you know, their versions of what they're doing on the Facebook group. You can go on there and share, and you know, if you've made it, go on there and share. I mean, everybody learns different ideas. Just because I know some people are like, oh, you know, you have a YouTube channel. And I'm like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel and I craft. And guess what? I learn just as much as you guys do along the way. So, you know, don't be fearful to share, you know, your ideas of what you're, and we're inking up around the corners or around the outside edges on the front and the back of both of them. Don't be, you know, scared or think you're not, you know, my crafting isn't good enough, or, you know, I'm not as good as a crafter, or I don't have a YouTube channel, therefore I don't know any. No. You know, we all learn from each other, so please feel free to share, because I love seeing you guys' ideas. You know, it's inspiration for me. So, and as we're winding up, this is day 24, so hard to believe. There will be multiple episodes, or I guess episodes, parts to the series coming out today. So, you know, you'll see, let's see, 23, 24, and 25 will be released today, and possibly sorting of signatures. It's just going to sort of depend on time-wise, as far as like recording and rendering and uploading and all that wonderful, goofy part of recording. Did I already do that? Nope, I didn't do the back of that one. Okay. Excuse me for my sniffles again. It's that time of year. It's hard to believe it's almost Christmas. Hopefully you guys are gearing up for the holidays. I know I have Christmas shopping to do today. I'm finishing up on my last minute gifts and stocking stuffers and all that wonderful stuff. And then all the baking. I'm going to make some, I'm going to make some fudge and some homemade pecan logs, and let's see, what else am I making? Wow, I had a big list and it just went kapoof, poof, gone. I'm making some Christmas crack, not crack like that, use crackers, and toffee and chocolate chips and M&Ms and all this cupcake sprinkles on it. I'm going to make some of that. My daughter wants to make some of that, so I told her we'd make some of that this year. And let's see, what else am I making? I'm going to make some Mexican wedding cakes. I love them. Of course, my husband loves peanut butter, so I have to make Buckeyes. So yeah, it's Christmas baking time. I'm going to make some pumpkin bread because my mother-in-law passed away 2 years ago, and she's a sweetheart, but she had a pumpkin bread recipe that is just to die for. I absolutely love it. And you can actually freeze it, and it keeps up for up to 6 months. We're stenciling on the back. This is, again, I'm sure you guys have seen this 100 million times. This is Deco Art Americana. It's Jacobean Floral. It's 201707. It is available. You can find it at Michael's. You can find it at Joann's. I actually found mine at, let me think. Was it Michael's? No, I actually found mine at Joann's. Michael's. Nope, I got mine at Michael's. Unless the trash truck's going by, guys. I'm so sorry if you could hear that. That time of year, and it's cold out, so everything's louder than it normally is. So we're just stenciling up the back here. Not a lot to it. And we're thinking about doing some lives in the new year. If you'd really be interested in live, I'm going to pause you guys for a second because I have to sneeze, and I'll be right back. I am so sorry about that. That time of year, guys. So we've stenciled up our backs. So we're going to hole punch, and I want to do opposite sides. So I want to like do one on the left and one on the right, just to, you know, mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to put this over here. And I'm going to do this one up by the little baby's head. Okay. And again, that's just a standard quarter-inch hole punch. And you can use, you know, there's a million different kinds of punches out there. We're going to use our hole reinforcers, and these are done in Tim Holtz Distress Oxide and Vintage Photo. That is my, if you've watched this at all, you know, at least for this journal, it is my go-to of choice. And again, you know, that may change up in the next one, you never know. So, I tend to vary depending on what I'm doing. I just like that, the very vintage, I like that vintage feel. Okay, so now we're going to add our fibers. And I don't usually do 2 at a time. But this is almost, these are almost like assembly line because they're the same. As far as shape and size, I'm doing the same concept with both. Because with all the writing, I love it. Because like this one says, this is the game we like to play, we like to play, we like to play. To carry the holly on Christmas Day in the morning. We'll gather the holly with berries so gay, with berries so gay, with berries so gay. Plenty of the holly on Christmas Day in the morning. We'll give the baby a ride today, a ride today, a ride today. For Christmas only comes once in a way, Christmas Day in the morning. We'll carry the holly on Christmas Day and give the baby a ride on the way. There isn't a pleasanter kind of play on Christmas Day in the morning. And that's what this one is. And then this one says, but when the nursemaid put out the light, these 2 little people dressed in white rolled themselves up in the counterpane and did not dare to look out again. So carefully did they wrap the clothes, you couldn't see the tip of nose. But when the bells were ringing ding-dong, old Father Christmas passed along. Wish, he said, brushing the snow from his nose. Woo, how the east wind blusters and blows. Then through the window he spied the bed. I have to call it this house, he said. The chimney's the proper way for me. Why are they built so narrow, said he. In at the window he went instead, seated himself at the foot of the bed, filled the stocking with sweetmeats and toys, all without making the slightest noise. Now wake, little people dressed in white, old Father Christmas came last night. He crammed your stocking, and children, look, he brought you a colored picture book. And if you guys want to know, these images did come out of came from a vintage Christmas book. I don't want to give you a peek at the covers, but it's Old Father Christmas. His picture book is actually what they came from. And it was by Momac and Robert Elise Mack, printed in Nuremberg, London, and it was early 1800s. So it's all copyright free. Everything we have is copyright free. So those images you can use however you want. You can put them in journals and sell them, all that kind of thing. So again, you know, this was $4.49 at Hobby Lobby. I got it for $1 at the Goodwill. And I love the fact it's that vintagey green. I'm actually going to skip up here though, because I don't really want to use this like aqua green. I want to use this more vintage Christmas color green. Excuse me for sniffling again. So I'm going to cut this up here and grab this vintage green up here that I really like. And then this I'll just tuck down and I can use that for something else. This is actually made in Turkey. And it's called Starry Night. It's by Premier Yarns. This is actually called Emerald Greens, is what it's called. So I don't know if it's still available or not. I'm trying to see what it's made. It's almost like a sari silk. Hold on, I'm trying to. It's a polyester. It's a polyamide blend. 99% polyamide and 10%, hold on, metallic. So that's what it is. And again, excuse my sniffles. So I will keep that little strand and I'll have it for, you know, whatever else I want to use it for. And I'll just fold this up. I always go from the back. I know people do different things. I mean, some people take the loop and go from the front. I know in watching videos and stuff, Lisa at My Eclectic Life, I know she's one of them. She goes with the loop from the front, and I went, oh, I wonder if that works better. And I never remember to do it. Even now when I'm talking about it, I meant to do it. I never remember to do it because I've done it from the back for so long. But everybody does each theirs different ways, okay? And then I'm just going to leave those hanging off. You know, and you can sort of move them around, you know. You pull them where they go off. And I just sort of like having that little tassel-y bit to the side. So there's that one. Excuse me for sniffling, guys. Again, I know. Let me find my end here. And this is just some eyelash trim. It isn't labeled. I got it at the Goodwill. It wasn't labeled. But it is just plain red eyelash trim. And I know for a fact you can buy this at Hobby Lobby still. Michael's, just about anywhere where they have yarn you can buy eyelash trim, and it wasn't labeled. And then I'm going to use some of this white. Now, this is bright white. I mean, like super, super bright white. And I've wrestled with this earlier. Oh, and there's the end. Go figure, because I said I wasn't going to be able to find it. And I'm just going to cut off a piece. And this is Patton's Allure nylon polyamide. I got it for $1. And again, whenever I say I get this stuff for $1, that's what it's marked. I haven't paid that probably. I've probably paid 50 cents because I get the 50% off. So, okay. Now, like I said, this is stark white. Everything we've did is vintage. Again, with vintage, we've got that aged look. I do not want this stark white because it's just too bright. It's gonna totally, to me, would clash with, you know, the tag and everything. So I'm just gonna ink my ink dauber up, and you will have to, you know, clean some fibers off maybe when you get done, but it's not that big of a deal. And I'm just going to ink. I am so sorry, guys. My nose decided it was going to run as soon as I start doing a video. All day long it doesn't. Okay, so we're just going to ink that up and add some vintage tones to it. So that went from, well, let me pull it back out again. Here's the difference. I mean, you can see the big difference that made. Just that little bit of ink, but that gave it so much more a vintage look. So, and you know, when you're doing vintage, that's what you're doing. And then I'm just going to clean the little fibers off because I'll forget they're there and end up with them in another project if I don't. Okay, throw those in the trash. I'm going to pause you guys long enough to get my nose straightened out, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. You know, winter. Okay, I'm just going to fold my eyelash trim in half and cut it in 2 pieces. Just to add a little bit of thickness to my hair. It's about the same length. I'll trim it up here in a minute. And then I'll put one on one side of my white fiber and one on the other. Once you twist them up, it's really not going to make a difference, but it makes me feel better if I do that. And then I sort of hold my ends, and then I'm going to trim all my ends to the same length. Again, you can keep these and use these under a page, or you can you know, pitch them. With it being eyelash trim, there are a lot of little threads and stuff to get everywhere. If you don't want them like into other projects, you know, work with this stuff always over top of like this, you know, my ink sheet or any kind of oddball paper or whatever, and then I can just, you know, dump it in the trash and get rid of all those little threads, unless you're saving them for, you know, to add to faux handmade paper or something like that. I think might have been My Treasure Books, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. Somebody was just doing a video on handmade paper that was just astounding. It was just astonishingly beautiful. Okay, there's that. So, we have that and that. So let's get them put in our book. Okay, let's pull our book out here. This one. I'm going to put one in here. This one that's got the green out to the side, because I think it just adds to that. And then you got the little fibers hanging out the side, and you know, we love our fiber stuff on the side. And you know what? Let's put the red and white one here and add something to cover the top little half there. That sort of adds to that. There we go. So that's in that book. Oh, you know what? Let's pull it back out, guys, because we did not stamp. I didn't stamp either one. So this is day, let's look again. This is day 24. Maybe did I stamp on this other one? No? Huh. Okay, I guess I didn't. Although I'm pretty sure I stamped my 24. Did I put it on the wrong one? Did I stamp a 23 on a 24? Oh, no, 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 no. I know what I did. I know what I did now. Never mind. Okay, and we're just going to stamp our 24 on here. Let me grab the other red and white one, because I make one before and I forget to stamp them sometimes. So that's just going to have our 24 on there. Okay, so let's see, where were we at here? Okay, we're going to put it in here. And put our... Oh, you guys probably can't see that, can you? I'm sorry. Then we're going to put it right there. So let me grab my other book, and I'll put it over here where you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So that sort of makes it a little helpful, don't it? Okay. So this one, slide this in here, is going behind this card right here. This one has that green with the red. Got some white strings on there. And then the other one we're going to put back here in this little pocket. And that sort of gives, can't talk now, it sort of gives us that layered look, because we have the shorter one, we've got the medium one there, and then we'll have the tall one. And that'll sort of add some fiberies to there. So there's that. So there we go, guys. We are getting it done. We have day 25 tomorrow, and then we will start, you know, figuring our signatures out, and if we're going to put extra pages in, if we're not going to put extra pages in, that type of thing. We'll see. So we will decide all that tomorrow, and, you know, get our pages situated and decide where we want to put everything. So, and move things around and resituate, because sometimes that's what you got to do. So, day 24 is done. We'll be back tomorrow for day 25. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Everything you need is in the description box below. Link to the images, all of that. Have a wonderful day. Again, you know, we'll be releasing multiple parts of the series today. So, look for 23, 24, and 25 will still be coming. I probably will premiere those at 5, 6, 7 o'clock. So, if you're watching this one, then 25 will probably be at 7 o'clock. Figuring out the signatures and all that, the beginning of the cover and all that will probably be released tomorrow, which it'll be Saturday the, let's see, my days are all mixing together because I'm doing all these together. This is my new little calendar I got. So, Saturday will be the 21st. I knew that. I just forgot. So it'll be the 21st that the covers and all that will be going up. So I'll try to get those. I may release them at midnight on the 20th, which will be Friday, today. I may release them if I get them done at midnight tonight, or if not, I'll try to get them up by noon tomorrow on the 21st. So that'll give you at least Saturday, Sunday, you know, to work on the covers or whatever. If you're trying to do it for Christmas gift, that'll give you a couple more days to work it in there. So I will let you guys go. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.